Hey, what's going on, everyone? June here with Hapa英会話, and joining me today is Micah. What's going on, Micah? How you doing today?
How's it going, June? Nice to be here.
Wink, wink. That is exactly what I want to talk about today. Micah is winking, the winking culture here in the United States. What was that wink all about right there?
Well, before we jump into the winking, before we go deep into the winking conversation,
Okay.
Can we get like a wink check? Because not everyone can wink, you know.
Okay.
Some people struggle with wink, so I'm going to do mine. Here's one for you. I can do actually both sides. I got both. I can do it. Yeah, so can we get a wink from June-san?
I'm not going to lie.
Oh!
You're pretty good. I'm going to do my best right here.
Thank you.
Ready?
Okay,
Here we go. How's that?
Hey, that was nice. That was nice. I got like shivers in my spine.
But this side?
Yes.
I don't know if I'm too confident with my left one, but here you go.
Okay. There was a little reaction on the other side too.
My right side goes
confused.
up, my left side melts down a little bit. Yeah, the left one's a little tough. My right eyebrow always tends to go up with the left side.
Winking, the wink that I did to open up this episode was like a gesture wink. You know,
Okay.
Sometimes people do the finger gun, like wink, so that, hey, what's up? But yeah, this topic, I would say, maybe three main situations in which people wink. One would be like the gesture, like I just did. Another would be flirtation, when you're trying to maybe pick up someone or show them that you're interested in them. And then the third one would be either if you're joking, or there's like some sort of like secret information that you're trying to communicate to them. So let me ask you, June, have you ever? I know you're a happily married man, but let's go back in time and let's create a sort of role play situation in which you're at a bar and you see, maybe you don't know her yet, but you see your wife on the other side of the bar and you want to kind of get her attention. Can you show me what kind of wink you would give?
Well, first off, I'll slowly look over. Gotta make sure that she knows that there's somebody looking her way, obviously. Maybe once we make eye contact, I may just quickly glance at her. Not a stare, just a quick glance, and maybe with the mouth even slide open with a little, and
oh, nice. Okay.
How's that?
That was good. Yeah. I felt something there.
You felt something? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Not sure what it was, but there was some sort of thing going on. But no. Yeah. So that's one situation. Often, you'll find people winking at like a club or a bar to try to get somebody's attention across the room. Maybe then you would approach them, buy them a drink, or try to start a conversation or something like that. You mean, of course, based on how they reacted to you. If they look kind of repulsed after you wink, then maybe it's not a good idea to approach them. And then you have the joke. And this often happens when maybe you're saying something that's not true as a joke to someone, and then your friend, you look at them and you give them a wink like, hey, actually, I'm just kidding. For example, I'll do like a little, I made you do a fun little role play thing, so I'll do an example. So we're at a party, right? And June, you're my friend at the party. I'm talking to somebody else. And they bring up Top Gun, a new Top Gun movie or something. You're like, yeah, Top Gun, it was a really good movie. Actually, I myself am a pilot. Like that. Right, so like I'm lying, obviously lying, but I communicated that to you via wink.
Right.
Do you find yourself winking in life in America?
Like for me personally, I will be honest, I am not a winker because I know that I am not a good winker. I have never winked at a girl at a bar. If I did, we already know how it's gonna end. It is not gonna end in a very good way. If my wife was across that bar, she wouldn't be my wife right now, 100%. I'm just not a good winker.
You didn't pick her up with a wink then?
Couldn't do it, just couldn't do it. It's just never been my thing. I've always been very jealous and envious of people that were good winkers. I feel like it's just one of those things where it comes naturally, right?
Yeah.
I feel like if
For
I
sure.
try to wink, it's so forced
Yeah.
that people would know that it's not a part of my character.
Same.
But-
I'm completely the same way. Like
You're the
I
same way.
can't. Yeah, like I can technically do the thing with my eyes, but it feels and I think looks forced every time I try to do it. So I don't really.
I don't know
But the people who
about that.
are
I
able
mean,
to do it,
that-
they kind of
that
they
you
go
opened
like.
it up with such a natural wink that I feel like you're being a little humble here right now. Like, are you
thank
sure
you.
that's not like your go-to move when you're
No.
Takayasu in Japan and
No.
somebody across the table and you just do a little
You got a
wink,
little
wink.
finger gun. Yeah. You're there. Yeah, I see you. No. No. I mean, maybe I'll wink ironically to friends. Maybe I'll do this thing as kind of like, look at me, I'm being silly.
Right.
But I won't. I'm not the type of person who typically like goes for the wink.
Right. Right.
But they exist, and I've met a lot of them. And they tend to be very charismatic.
Yeah,
My
exactly. I think that's the perfect word, is like charismatic. I feel like when you can pull off that wink, and it feels like it has to come at the right time, at the right moment, and everything has to look like pretty natural for it to all make sense. Like for example, I had an uncle, Uncle Jerry. It's just like such a typical name, but Uncle Jerry.
All right.
In my eyes, he was the ultimate winker. I've known this guy ever since I was a kid. As I got older, I've noticed that he would wink at every lady that he sees, and every joke that he makes. And let me just say, make sure I'll let you guys know that he was the ultimate ladies man too. Like this guy was the smoothest guy out there.
Smooth
So
Uncle Jerry.
it doesn't matter how old he was. He was happily married and everything like that, but he was a ladies man. So anytime, he would see a beautiful looking lady, he, with his charm, would not only smooth talk, but he would throw that wink in there. And that's always just been kind of his thing. And I was always amazed by how smooth he would do these things. Every time he would talk to my dad, he would, just like you mentioned, say something to my dad that would get him a little riled up, because he knew a lot about my dad in his past, and he would share some of those stories with us kids. So he would exaggerate a little bit. He would say certain things to my dad that would make my dad maybe get a little bit defensive. And as my dad was getting a little bit defensive, he would always look over and he'll go wink. And we knew, as me and my sister knew that, like Uncle Jerry is just messing with my dad right now.
Yeah.
And he was super good at it, because as my dad was like, trying to explain himself, he found the perfect time to sneak in that wink where my dad would never catch it.
Didn't realize.
And at the end, it would always be like a big laugh. And so Uncle Jerry, he's at it again, doing that wink. Yeah, he was the best at it. He's the best guy that I know, for sure.
Smooth Uncle Jerry. Yeah, that's a perfect example of that secret message communication wink, where basically he was telling you that, hey, look at me, I'm messing with your dad right now. Pretty funny, huh?
Yeah.
Like all that was communicated in just that one little gesture.
All right, well, there you go, guys. That is the winking culture here in the United States. Hope you guys understood what we're talking about today. Don't forget, guys, Micah is an amazing teacher on Cafe Talk. All of his information is listed in the description below, or you go to cafetalk.com and find him there. Micah, thank you very much. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you, Jim.
Try my left. See you next time. Bye, guys.